Okay. Not that I love the city or the man, but that it harbors him I hold so dear. Gaveston is talking about his friend. Actually, he doesn't love this city, London. He doesn't like this city. He likes this city only because his friend is living there. And he is not loving this city or the people, those who are living here. But that it harbors him, I hold so dear. The king upon whose bosom let me die. And that is the king of England. That he wanted to die in his lap because he loved him. And with the world, we are still at enmity. He has nothing to uh, take with the world. He has no interest in the world, whether they are fighting or they are in enmity, they are destroying themselves or they are prospering, they are developing. He has no meaning, no interest with the people there. He has only one thing in his mind, and that is his friend, the king of Edward II. No. Otherwise, he is interested in nobody. He likes nothing. What need? Actually, he has given a reference that what need the Arctic people love a starlight? What is the need of loving a starlight? It means the moonlight, where the sun is there for the day and night. No. So don't we call in our Hindi कि जिसके बगल से गंगा गुजर रही हो उसको नाली का पानी पीने की क्या जरूरत? Actually, he has given example, reference, that there is the king of England, Edward II, and he is his friend. So this is just like a son in his life. So he will go there and be with him and enjoy his life, to whom the sun shines both day and night. So this is the very important line. How? Because Gaveston has returned from France after the death of the previous king, Edward I. And Edward II, who was a young man at that time and very close friend of Gaveston, who has become the king of England. So that's why the new king, his friend, has cancelled the order of the previous king, his father, and now he has called his friend back. And this is the planning of Gaveston, that when he will go to the king, he will enjoy his life and he will be prosper there, and he will have nothing to take with anybody else in the world. He will be happy with his only friend, the king of Edward. No, this is quite clear. Clear, okay? So simply you have to answer in this way. You may start that. These important lines have been taken from the most important play of Edward II, written by Christopher Marlowe, from Act 1. This is the a starting dialogue. No, this is the initial dialogue of Gaveston, the friend of the King of England, the Edward II. Okay, these important lines, these are the very important lines. Why? Because this is the first lines, first dialogue in the drama, and it shows the nature and character of Gaveston, that he is in love with his own friend, King Edward II. No. So this is important lines. The second line you have to note down. Next page, line number 50. It is the dialogue of Gaveston, the friend of Edward II. This is important dialogue. Now he has come back from France and he is enjoying the life with his friend, the King of England. Look at the line. Therefore, I'll have Italian mass by night. So actually, this is the planning of Gaveston, his friend, that how he will actually befool his friend and engage him with his own. How would he interest him? How would he impress his friend, the King Edward II, so that he can enjoy? What is the line? You have to look at the line. Therefore, I'll have Italian mask by night. Actually, Gaveston is not a qualitative person. He is a base person. Nobody likes him. Rather, everybody hates him. He is never respected. Everybody knows about the fact of his character. Particularly the previous king, he was quite known to his character. That's why he has banished him, because he was the ill influence of his son, the Prince Edward II. No, so that's why his father has decided to banish him, so that these two friends may be separated and the prince may attend his days. No? And he should study, or he should do work, he should live as a prince. No, so that's why they were separated. But when after the death of King Edward I, when his son became the king of England, the first decision as a king he took, it was recall of Gaveston. No? And on the very first day, Gaveston was called back from France, and he came. But as he was already known, he was a base person, he was a mean person. He started conspiring. He made a conspiracy how to influence the king, how to make him happy in his life, or in this way influence him so that he can exercise all his powers. It means he was just a base person, he was a simple person, and he became more powerful than the king himself. No. So that's why this is his planning. Kya planning hai uska? Therefore, I will have Italian mass by night. He will not discuss anything about the work, about the duties of a king. He will always engage him in dance and singing. So that's why he will arrange Italian dance for the king. Why? Because the king likes Italian dance, and he will be happy by seeing this. No? Sweet speeches, comedies, and pleasing shows. Sweet speeches. He will organize sweet speeches. He will deliver sweet speeches that the king likes. No? Comedies. He will provide comedies for reading and for playing also on the stage. No? And pleasing shows, drama, skit, all the things that can make him happy. And in the day when he shall walk abroad, when the king will be visiting his public outside the castle, like Sylvian nymphs, my pages shall be clad. The servants will be wearing special dresses so that the king may like them. This is what? This is pomp and show. No, this is showing off. This is actually, the intention is to befool the king. No? कि उसको ये सब में उलझा करके बेवकूफ बनाना है. बेवकूफ किस लिए बनाना है? So that he can exercise powers. कि वो उस पर इन्फ्लुएंस दिखा करके उसका पावर का यूज कर सके एंड मिसयूज कर सके ना. My men like satyrs grazing on the lawns. देखो, every time drama will be going on. People would be making dramas before the king, चाहे कुछ भी काम चल रहा हो. Men like satyrs grazing on the lawns. जैसे ग्रेजिंग करता है ना एनिमल्स, वैसे ही उसके लोग ग्रेजिंग करते रहेंगे, मतलब ड्रामा चलता रहेगा. Shall with their goat feet dance on an antique hay. Some dancer will be dancing all the time. What is the purpose? Sometime a lovely boy in Dinah's shape, that we call लौंडा का नाच हमारे यहाँ होता है ना, कि लड़का लड़की का वेश रख करके इंटरटेन करता है. सो डायना इज द ब्यूटीफुल लेडी ना, कि उसका भेष ले करके कोई लड़का इंटरटेन, ही विल इंटरटेन द किंग विथ हेयर दैट गिल्ड्स द मैटर एज इट ग्लाइड्स. मतलब लड़की का हेयर लगा करके उसी तरह का शेप डेवलप करके ही विल एंजॉय. Crownets of pearl about his naked arms. Most of the nude boys will be the playing drama, having crowns of pearls. देखो, माने crown लगा करके अपने head पे nude, नंगा, that we call. And in his sportful hands on olive tree का जो leaves होता है, that they will use to show the parts, private parts, to hide those parts which men delight to see. देखो, this is the conspiracy, कि जो लोग जिस पार्ट को देखना खुश होते हैं, उस पार्ट को ढक करके रखेगा. What is this? This is very vulgar planning, ना? ओनली टू इम्प्रेस द किंग, कि किसी तरह से किंग को खुश रखना है, उसको बाकी काम से कोई मतलब नहीं है, कोई लेना देना नहीं है. Shall bathe him in a spring and there hard by one like Actaeon peeping through the grove. चलो स्प्रिंग में, where the king will be taking bath, वहां पे कोई छुप करके एक लड़का बैठा रहेगा ना. एंड इन द ग्रोव, बुशेज में, shall by the angry goddess be transformed, एंड एट द सेम टाइम कोई गॉडेस आएगी और उसको ट्रांसफॉर्म कर देगी, चेंज कर देगी उसको. एंड रनिंग इन द लाइकनेस ऑफ एन आर्ट, और वो डर से भागने लगेगा. व्हाट इज दिस इज जस्ट ड्रामा. ये सारा चीज प्लानिंग क्यों कर रहा है? ओनली टू इंप्रेस द किंग, किंग एडवर्ड सेकेंड. एंड रनिंग इन द लाइकनेस ऑफ एन आर्ट एंड एल्पिंग हाउंड्स पुल डाउन एंड सीम टू डाई. मतलब चिल्लाते हुए भागेगा और फिर ऐसा ड्रामा करेगा दैट ही हैज डाइड, वो डेथ हो गया उसका, है ना. सो दीज आर द प्लानिंग्स ऑफ गेवेस्टन हिज फ्रेंड. देखो, a friend is very important thing in life. What is the need of a friend? Friend always suggests good thing, है ना. He helps in need, in dire need. This is the meaning of a friend. But this is the special kind of friend. Actually, he is not a friend. He is a flatterer. No. What is the meaning? That Gaveston is a flatterer, and he wanted to flatter his friend. There is no relationship like a friend and friend. No, there is no friendship. This is not friendship. ये कोई friendship है क्या कि king को, a king is the head of a nation, he has to do so many tasks. No, he has to take care of his subject. This is the responsibility. There used to be wars. No, the other state may attack over him, or the king responsibility is to save his public from any attack. नो, ये सब करना है. और ये क्या प्लानिंग है? उसको ये सारे काम से दूर ले जाकर के उसको इन सब फालतू के चीजों में इंगेज रखो, है ना. जैसे जो कहावत है ना कि रोम जल रहा था और जो वहां का जो किंग था नीरो, वो बांसुरी बजा रहा था. नहीं, ये कोई अच्छी बात है क्या? सो दिस इज द स्कीमिंग, दिस इज द कॉन्स्पिरेसी ऑफ गेवेस्टन. सो दैट्स व्हाई इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. नो, this is the third explanation in this drama, and this is the dialogue of Queen Isabella. Who is Queen Isabella? She is the wife of the King Edward II. But she is always neglected. No, she is always neglected. Why? Because the king is too much emotionally attached with his friend, with his boyfriend. No, and this relation is not looking good. It is not accepted in the society. A love from a boy to a boy, it is not accepted in the society, and the people don't respect this relationship. So this relationship was hated, but still then the king was so weak in this that he always loved his friend, and he showed this love outwardly, openly to the court, in the court. And all the barons, they were opposed to this relation. No, only they were engaged, Gaveston and the king. And in that manner, what happened, that Queen Isabella was ignored by her husband. Not only ignored, but she was also mentally and emotionally tortured by the king. No, देखो क्या लिखा है उसने. Unto the forest gentle Mortimer to live in grief and baleful discontent. It is better to live in a forest than to live in this castle, in this royal palace. No, if there is no husband, if there is husband but he doesn't love his wife, this is very painful for a wife. No, whether it is a simple wife or a royal wife like queen. No, it is very painful for her that her husband doesn't love her. Rather, he is engaged in loving his friend, a person, a male. No, so that's, yes. Huh? And actually, देखो, these are poetic. Actually, these are poetic lines. Okay, these are poetries. This is not simple prose. ये डायलॉग प्रोज नहीं है जैसा तुमको राइवल्स में मिलेगा. राइवल्स में प्रोज मिलेगा, बट यहाँ पे क्या है कि सिलेक्शन ऑफ वर्ड्स जो है ना, इट हैज बीन टेकन एज पर द पोएटिक लाइंस, और पोएटिक लाइसेंस होता है एक ऑथर को कि कौन सा वर्ड सिलेक्ट करे, किसको ना करे, वो मीनिंग में भी चेंज कर देता है, ठीक है। ही इज फ्री टू चेंज द मीनिंग, वो एक्सटेंट ऑफ मीनिंग कि कितना चेंज करना है ही विल डिसाइड। वो ग्रामेटिकल स्ट्रक्चर को इग्नोर कर सकता है, ओमिट कर सकता है, बिकॉज दीज आर पोएटिक लाइन, ठीक है। ये पोएटिक लाइन है, इसलिए कहां पे कौन सा वर्ड यूज करेगा, क्योंकि सिर्फ उसको ग्रामेटिकली करेक्टनेस नहीं देखना है, ये भी देखना है कि वो इन्फ्लुएंस क्रिएट कर रहा है कि नहीं, ड्रामेटिक इफेक्ट क्रिएट कर रहा है कि नहीं। तो दैट्स वाई ये पोएटिक लाइन है, आप पढ़ेंगे ना तो पोएट्री के जैसा राइम करेगा। ये म्यूजिकल है, जैसे आप रामायण का चौपाई पढ़ते हैं तो म्यूजिकल नहीं है। आप बूढ़े लोगों से देखिए कैसे वो गा देंगे, उसको लगेगा जैसे वो गाना है ना, है वो स्टोरी, लेकिन वो उसको गाएंगे क्योंकि वो दोहा है, चौपाई है, ठीक है, वो पोएटिक लाइन्स है। इसीलिए ये सारे जो डायलॉग है ना, ये सारे पोएटिक लाइन्स हैं, ये सिंपल डायलॉग्स नहीं है, ठीक है। जैसे आपको राइवल्स में मिलेगा वो प्रोज डायलॉग्स हैं, वो इस तरह से आपको पोएट्री के जैसा नहीं मिलेगा। ये देखो ना, ये उसका डायलॉग ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे कोई पोएट्री है ना, पोएम है। Unto the forest, gentle Mortimer, to live in grief and baleful discontent. For now my lord the king regards me not, but dotes upon the love of Gaveston. This is just like a poetic line, na? That is the dialogue of Queen Isabella, that she is ignored by her husband, King Edward II. So that's why she feels that it is better to live in forest than to live in this castle with this king who is ignoring her. No? And what does he say? To live in grief and baleful discontent. Actually, she is living in baleful situation, in distressful situation. She is not happy. No? Nobody will be happy in this situation. Not a single wife in the world, whole world will be happy where her husband is ignoring her and he is engaged somewhere else. So in the same way, as a wife, she is not happy with the behavior of her husband. For now my lord the king regards me not. This is the painful situation for the queen, no? That she is not regarded by the king. The king doesn't love her. Openly he detests. He hates her. Not only ignores, but dotes upon the love of Gaveston. But his behavior, his attachment towards Gaveston is too much. As if Gaveston is the wife of the king. No. सौतन बोलते हैं ना अपने यहाँ, सौतन माने पूरे देश में एक लेडी पसंद नहीं करेगी। और यहाँ क्या है, ये एक पर्सन है जो सौतन के जैसा बिहेव कर रहा है उसके साथ, नहीं। और उसका हस्बैंड उससे मतलब हद से ज्यादा इमोशनल अटैच है। ही क्लैप्स हिज चीक्स एंड हैंग्स आउट हिज नी। देखो, व्हाट इज दिस? दिस इज जस्ट लाइक ए सेंसुअल रिलेशनशिप कि ही टचेज हिज चीक्स। उसको जहां वाइफ के साथ ये रिलेशन रखना चाहिए था, ही इज टचिंग द चीक ऑफ गैवेस्टन एंड टॉकिंग इन हिज ईयर्स। जो मर्मरिंग करते हैं ना, धीरे से बात करते हैं ना, सेक्रेटली जो बात करते हैं, ये किसको पसंद आएगा? वाइफ वहां पे बैठी हुई है और उसका हस्बैंड किसी से कान में बात कर रहा है, मर्मरिंग कर रहा है, मतलब ये उसका चिक टच कर रहा है, ये तो बहुत पेनफुल है ना। स्माइल्स इन हिज फेस एंड विस्पर्स इन हिज ईयर्स। देखो what type of behavior is this? And when I come, he frowns, as who should say. Or when the queen comes before him, he frowns, he becomes angry. Why have you come here? I have already my friend Gaveston here. Go whither thou wilt, seeing I have Gaveston. There is no need of wife here. Go, where do you want to go? So in this way she is scorned away ना। ये सिर्फ इग्नोरेंस नहीं है, जब भी वो आती है किंग के साथ में वो उसको डांट करके भगा देता है। सो दिस इज मिसबिहेव ना, दिस इज इल ट्रीटमेंट ऑफ द क्वीन। और वो क्वीन है, वो क्वीन भी कैसी है कि उसको मतलब आउट ऑफ नॉलेज और ब्यूटी शी हैज बीन मैरिड। इसके फादर ने बहुत कम एज में, ओनली शायद 12 इयर्स ओल्ड थी तब इसकी शादी हुई थी, और फ्रांस से इसको शादी करके लाया था। पूरे दुनिया में उस समय शी वॉज वेरी फेमस फॉर हर ब्यूटी एंड नॉलेज, इतनी कम एज में। और इतने क्वालिटेटिव क्वीन को उसका हस्बैंड रिगार्ड नहीं कर रहा. दिस इज वेरी पेनफुल ना. चलो, these are very important line. Why these are important line? Because this shows the actual position of the queen, na? That she is not regarded, the king doesn't love her, and she is very distressed here, na? Very sad, and she doesn't like this relationship, that of Gaveston and the king. So this will create the problem further, na? If in this way queen will be disregarded or ignored, this will be the problem for the king. And it happens that what happens later in the story, that she is opposed to her husband at last, and she joins hands with the rebellion barons, na? Particularly Mortimer, and she also develops illicit relationship in retaliation with that of Mortimer, and she also plans to murder her husband at last. So this is the seed of that problem, ना. ये छोटा सा सीड है जो अभी दिख रहा है कि कैसे क्वीन धीरे धीरे उससे दूर होती चली जाती है और कैसे वो मोर्टाइमर के साथ लाइफ शुरू कर देती है. आने वाले दिनों में ये दिखता है ना. दिस इज ऑल्सो द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. द नेक्स्ट वन, King Edward II. Why? Because what was decided, that he will love Gaveston. He was not ready to forsake him. All the barons were opposed to this decision. All the barons wanted him to banish once again. His father was right. The previous king was right, that he knew very well the ill effect of Gaveston, his friend. So that's why he has banished him. Again, there was demand from the barons' side. Everybody was right, and they were of their opinions that Gaveston should be banished. But king was not ready. He was not ready to surrender. Even first they were opposed, they fought. Again, then Edward was not ready. So that was the last offer by the king to the barons, and he said to the barons this dialogue, na? If this content you not, make several kingdoms of this monarchy and share it equally amongst you all, so I may have some nook or corner left to frolic with my dearest Gaveston. Actually, King Edward II offered all the positions and posts to those rebellious barons, that you should be the commander of army, you should be the head of that thing. So in this way, he wanted to make them happy, but they were not happy. Na? They were still opposed that he should be banished or he will be murdered. That was the only option. So that was the last option offered by the king, that you, all the barons, should divide this monarchy, the whole England, into different parts, and you should occupy all the parts. Now he was requesting to the barons, just leave one simple place, a small place, where he can love his friend Gaveston. ना, जैसे हमारे महाभारत में था ना कि तुम सारा देश रख लो, हमको सिर्फ 5 गांव दे दो, हम उसी 5 गांव से खुश रह लेंगे. कौन लोग बोले थे ये पांडव लोग बोले थे ना, दुर्योधन को समझाए थे ना कि तुम सारा देश रख लो, मुझे सिर्फ 5 गांव दे दो, हम उसी 5 गांव से संतुष्ट रहेंगे. लेकिन दुर्योधन ने क्या किया था? He didn't allow them. 5 गांव देने से भी वो इनकार कर दिया. हाँ, उसने कहा कि क्या बाप रे, कितना भयंकर डायलॉग था उसमें कि बिना युद्ध के सुई के नोक बराबर नहीं देंगे. ये जिद था ना, हट था ना. तो इन द सेम वे कह रहा है ना, किंग ऑफ एडवर्ड सेकंड कह रहा है कि भाई तुम सब कुछ तुम ही लोग बन जाओ, हमको कोई मतलब नहीं है, हमको राजा होने से कोई मतलब नहीं है, हमको बस एक तुम जगह दे दो, एक कॉर्नर दे दो, जस्ट प्रोवाइड मी ए नूक, एक कॉर्नर, एक छोटी सी जगह यू शुड प्रोवाइड ऑल. सारा किंगडम तुम बांट लो और डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर लो अमंग योर सेल्फ, एंड जस्ट अलाउ मी टू बी हैप्पी विथ माई फ्रेंड, विथ Gaveston. That was the important line, no? देखो क्या कहा, Share it equally amongst you all. He was ready to surrender his whole property, his whole kingdom, his whole monarchy, all the powers. But he was not ready to vanish his friend. That became the root cause of their life. सबसे बड़ा जो झमेला खड़ा हुआ इंग्लैंड में वो इसी गेवेस्टन के वजह से हुआ, और वो गेवेस्टन से इतना लगाव था, रखता था कि वो रेडी नहीं हुआ। माने पूरा वो किंगडम बांट देगा, वो छोटा सा जगह चाहता है कि बस उसमें वो खुश रहे। देखो, व्हाट इज द इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ दिस लाइन? These lines are very much important because he loved his friend Gaveston and he thinks that there is no problem. It is justified. And he also argues about his innocence. कि वो इनोसेंस है, वो क्या गलती कर रहा है? अगर अपने दोस्त से वो लव कर रहा है तो क्या गलती कर रहा है? उसको इसमें कोई फॉल्ट नजर नहीं आ रहा है ना? बिकॉज ही इज इनामोर्ड, जिसको बोलते हैं ना इंचैंटेड, एकदम नशे का शिका, इंटॉक्सिकेटेड होता है ना, तो बोला ही जाता है लव इज ब्लाइंड, ये बोलते ही है कॉमनली। वो ब्लाइंड हो चुका है, वो सेंस ऑफ डिफरेंशिएशन, सेंस ऑफ जजमेंट दैट ही इज द किंग ऑफ इंग्लैंड, ही हैज कंप्लीटली फॉरगॉटन। उसको थोड़ा भी एहसास नहीं है कि वो किंग है, इस इंग्लैंड का किंग है, और उसकी बहुत बड़ी जिम्मेवारी है अपने पब्लिक को बचाने का। लोग वार कर रहे हैं, नॉर्मैंडी को कब्जा करके फ्रांस लेके चला गया, इसको होश नहीं है। उसका जो मेन जो कमांडर था उसको किडनैप कर लिया, इसको कोई लेना देना नहीं है। व्हाट इज दिस? This is the important dialogue of King Edward II. Now, this is important line, most important line you may call. The dialogue is like that: proud Rome that hatches such imperial grooms, for these thy superstitious taper lights, wherewith thy anti-Christian churches blaze, if I'll fire thy crazed buildings and enforce the papal toppers to kiss the lowly ground, with slaughtered priests may Tiber's channel swell, and banks raised higher with their sepulchres. So from where this have been taken? These lines have been taken from Act 1st, Scene 4, from the dialogues of Edward King II. No? In which situation this dialogue was given? That when all the barons were opposed to the decision of the king. What was the decision? Cancellation of the banishment. Because his friend Gaveston was called back in England from France, and all the barons were opposing him, that he should be either banished or he should be killed. No. But he was adamant, king was adamant, he was not ready to forsake his friend Gaveston. And most of the barons were opposed. Even they were threatening the king to wage war against him. No, they will fight against the king and they will occupy, they will depose him. That was the climax of that quarrel, that fight. And what was the role of the papal? Actually, there were two institutions. One is kingship, it is very powerful, but religion was also dominant in that society. So religion also used to play a very important, vital role in politics. So these popes were against. Why? Because one of the papal, actually he was the bishop of Coventry, no? Bishop of Canterbury. He was actually disregarded. He was suspended from his duty. His whole property was confiscated, and particularly his friend Gaveston, he has also misused his powers. He has taunted him, physically tortured him. So in this way the Pope was against, and everybody knew it, the fact that Pope was very powerful in England, in the whole world you may call, no? So if he goes against the Pope, if he goes against the religion, Christianity, there was a chance to be taken action against the king. What action may be taken? king may have been deposed, he may have been dethroned. So he was helpless, he can do nothing. No, he cannot deny the order of pope. So that's why he was, one hand he was very angry with his rebellious barons like Mortimers, Barbic, Pembroke, even his brother Kent, even his wife Queen Isabella. Second hand, he was also against of this papal authority. He was also against of these religious leaders, because they were also supporting the barons. So that's why he said this dialogue, that wherewith proud Rome that hatches such imperial grooms. What is Rome? Rome is the headquarter of Pope. Still today, आज के दुनिया में भी जो पोप है रोम में, बहुत छोटा सा शहर है, 44 हेक्टेयर का एक कंट्री है पोप का रोम, और वही ही टेक्स डिसीजन ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ क्रिश्चियनिटी एंड ही इज वेरी पावरफुल. माने पब्लिक में उसका बड़ी एक्सेप्टेंस है, पूरे दुनिया में एक्सेप्टेंस है. इवन दे आर सो पावरफुल दे कैन डिथ्रोन द किंग. वो किंग को उसके माने जो किंगशिप है उससे उसको डिप्राइव कर सकते हैं. सो सच वाज द पावर ऑफ द पोप. तो देखो, यस ही वाज, ये लाइन नंबर 100 है, एक्ट फर्स्ट सीन 4, जस्ट इसके एक पेज बाद अभी जो हम लोग डिस्कस कर रहे थे. तो क्या है कि किंग वाज एबल टू कंट्रोल द बैरन्स को तो कंट्रोल कर भी लेता, फाइट करके, वार करके कैप्चर कर भी लिया था उसने. मोर्टाइमर को टावर जेल में बंद कर दिया था, केंट को भी बंद कर दिया था, वो पावर तो रखा था. बट ही वॉज हेल्पलेस अगेंस्ट द पेपल ऑथोरिटी. पेपल ऑथोरिटी मीन्स पोप के ऑथोरिटी पे वो कुछ नहीं कर सकता था. इफ द पोप वॉज अगेंस्ट ऑफ द विशेज ऑफ किंग को डिथ्रोन भी वो लोग कर सकते थे. सो एट लास्ट ही सरेंडर. सो इसीलिए वो अपना गुस्सा निकाल रहा है, ये डायलॉग में वो अपना गुस्सा निकाल रहा है कि प्राउड रोम दैट हैचेस सच इंपीरियल ग्रूम्स. हु आर दिस ग्रूम्स? ये जो प्रीस्ट हैं उसके जो बिशप हैं, ये सब जो हैं वो ग्रूम्स हैं. दे आर हिडन एनिमीज हैं उसके, जो कॉन्स्पिरेसी में, दे आर ऑलवेज इंगेज्ड इन कॉन्स्पिरेसी अगेंस्ट द किंग. वेयर विद दाई एंटी क्रिश्चियन चर्च इज ब्लेज. इफ द किंग might have power, he might have ablaze the churches, anti-Christian churches, fire them, ना कि उसको आग लगा देता. ये जो चर्च है, चर्च का जो ताकत है उसमें वो आग लगाने के लिए कह रहा है कि अगर बस चले तो इसमें हम आग लगा दें. नो, वेयर विद दाई एंटी क्रिश्चियन चर्चेज ब्लेज आई विल फायर दाई क्रेज बिल्डिंग्स. देखो, द किंग इज रेडी टू फायर द बिल्डिंग ऑफ चर्च and enforce the papal tapers to kiss the lowly ground. And he wanted to force them to surrender before him. कि ये जो पेपल अथॉरिटी के जो बिशप और ये सब सारे लोग हैं, अगर बस चले ना तो उसको फोर्स कर दे कि ये ग्राउंड को टच करावे. नहीं, लोली ग्राउंड मीन्स ये मतलब झुकना पड़े उसको. दे विल हैव टू सरेंडर अगेंस्ट द किंग. उनको सरेंडर करा दे वो बस चले तो, लेकिन नहीं, ही इज हेल्पलेस. पेपल टेपर्स टू किस द लोली ग्राउंड विथ स्लाउटर्ड प्रीस्ट में टाइवर्स चैनल्स विल. देखो, दिस इज द एक्सेसेस ऑफ एंगर ऑफ द किंग, कि दैट ही वांटेड टू किल दीज प्रीस्ट्स, दीज बिशप्स, एंड फिल दिस चैनल विथ देयर ब्लड. कि ये जो नाली जो बह रहा है ना, उसमें उसका ब्लड बहे, और जो उसके बैंक्स ऑफ रिवर्स है ना, देयर मस्ट बी देयर बरियल ग्राउंड्स. देखो, सच वाज द एंगर ऑफ द किंग एडवर्ड सेकेंड. नो, कि वो बैरन से तो गुस्से में है ही, क्योंकि वो लोग उसके खिलाफ थ्रेटन कर रहे हैं कि अगर गैवेस्टन से छुटकारा नहीं पाओगे तो हम वार करेंगे, फाइट करेंगे तुम्हारे खिलाफ अगेंस्ट. ये जो चर्च है, ये जो रिलीजन है, वो भी किंग के खिलाफ है, और वो उसको डिथ्रोन कर देगा अगर उसकी बात को नहीं मानेगा. तो जिस तरह से उसने डिसरिगार्ड किया है एक बिशप का, उस अपराध में उसको हो सकता है कि डिथ्रोन होना पड़े, डिपोज होना पड़े. तो इसलिए उसको गुस्सा है इस रिलीजन के खिलाफ कि ये लोग कॉन्स्पिरेसी करते हैं, बस चले तो इन लोगों को हम जला दे और इनके सारे जो प्रीस्ट हैं उसका मर्डर कर दे और मतलब खून की नदियां बहा दे, है ना. such was the anger of king. These are very important line. Why? देखो लास्ट में क्या करना है, यू हैव टू रिमार्क योर सेल्फ कि आपका क्या ओपिनियन है इस एक्सप्लेनेशन के ऊपर. तो आपको ऐसे लिखना चाहिए कि these lines are very remarkable. Why? Because this shows the anger of the king, that how much anger he has against this papal authority. The papal authority was also playing vital role in the politics of that time. No? They were very powerful. They were dominant to take any decision. They can also go against the wishes of king. They can cancel their decisions, orders, and they can also force the king to surrender. Such was the power of religion at that time. आज कोई नहीं पूछता है, रिलीजन का कोई रोल नहीं है सेकुलर वर्ल्ड में, रिलीजन का कोई खास रोल नहीं है. देखो आज गवर्नमेंट ने आसानी से पूरे देश के मंदिर बंद करवा दिए. पहले क्या होता, पहले मंदिर जो है इन लोगों का सारा पॉलिटिक्स बंद करा देता. सच वाज द पावर. सो दैट्स व्हाई ही वाज वेरी मच एंग्री अगेंस्ट दिस अथॉरिटीज. क्लियर है? सो दिस शोज हिज एंगर अगेंस्ट द पेपल अथॉरिटी and also shows that at that time papal authority was so much powerful and dominant in the world, ना क्रिश्चियन वर्ल्ड, कि कितने पावरफुल थे रोम और ये सब कितना पावरफुल था. दैट इज द इंपॉर्टेंट. ओके.